So this guy, Mark Robinson, is a real piece of work. You may remember him from the other day when we were talking about the right's violent rhetoric. He was in there in a pretty prominent role when he said that some folks just need killing. But today they discovered that old Marky Boy has been up to no good. I mean, it's kind of an understatement if you know anything about his past, but I mean, like, his past remarks apparently aren't limited to just saying people need to be killed. Mark Robinson, the controversial and socially conservative Republican nominee for governor of North Carolina, made a series of inflammatory comments on a pornography website message board more than a decade ago in which he referred to himself as a black Nazi. Let's see some of the pictures here. Yeah, and I mean, he's got his face on it too, so it's like hard for him to deny that it's him. Slavery is not bad. Some people need to be slaves. I wish they would bring slavery back. I love how he put slavery in brackets, just in case you didn't know what he was talking about. I would certainly buy a few. He would buy a few slaves, he says. So yeah, just a classy guy. So I guess they found out it was him by checking out his profile or IP address or something. Or just, now they match his disgust picture there. His profile picture is literally his face. And he used the same... okay, I see how they did it. His disgust profile picture is his face, so they probably just did a reverse image search of his face on the internet and Googled his username, and it came back to this porn forum. What an idiot. But, yeah, so I guess we'll go back to that article there. The comments which Robinson denies making predate his entry into politics and current stint as North Carolina's lieutenant governor. Oh yeah, by the way, the reason I'm talking about this is because he's currently up for re-election, so if you're from North Carolina, vote accordingly. Josh Stein is the Democrat running, and I mean, you can definitely see the lesser of two evils in this scenario. I mean, we'll get into a little bit more of his charming personality in a second here, but many of Robinson's comments were gratuitously sexual and lewd in nature. They were made between 2008 and 2012 on Nude Africa, a pornographic website that includes a message board. The comments were made under the username Mini Soldier, a moniker Robinson used frequently online. Robinson listed his full name on his profile for Nude App. Okay, geez, I was thinking they were doing some reverse image search to find his face. And okay, yeah, he literally just put his whole name out there. Oh, he's a smart one, this guy. Anyway, CNN is reporting on a small portion of Robinson's comments on the website given their graphic nature. Well, not really showing us anything besides his profile, but not to worry. I have some of it saved over here. Let's take a peek, shall we? So yeah, just a little bit of backstory on just how much of a piece of work this guy is. Marky Boy has also been in trouble with the law before when he was caught stealing $3,000 worth of Girl Scouts cookies, and he was subsequently taken to court and lost, which is unsurprising. I actually think it was his wife that did it over here. Let's see. In September of 2003, the Girl Scouts filed suit against Yolanda Hill. I guess that's his wife, yeah. According to the wife of Republican, yeah, so it was his wife that did it. But it would seem, judging by looking at the guy, that the majority of the cookies went to him. In September of 2003, the Girl Scouts filed suit against Yolanda Hill due to a $2,956 bad check. The matter was heard the following month, and court documents indicate nobody attended on behalf of the defendant. The magistrate found in favor of the Girl Scouts and tacked on fees and damages as permitted by state law and return checks for a grand total of $3,486. Yeah. Like I said, not one damn person is surprised that this guy stole $3,000 worth of cookies. Anyway, so yeah, some of his messages include. Let's take a look here. Okay. Had me another hot morning with the wife's sister. She brought along her laptop this time, and we watched some vids here on NA. I guess that's Nude Africa. The one that really got us hot was called Wet Anal. And a bunch of shit I'm not gonna read because it'll get me nuked off the internet here. She was pissing and I was covered in piss. This girl is good and I can't wait until next week to get some more. I love how he's just bragging about cheating on his wife with her sister and being a fan of golden showers, all on something that has his name on it. And then the genius runs for public office. He's a smart one, this guy. A bit of history lesson on some of his charming personality here. Let's see how swell of a fella this Republican. Oh yeah, and by the way, he's Christian and does a lot of church speeches. I believe this is one of them that he's talking about killing people. So just the usual conservative Christian values.
Some liberal somewhere is going to say that sounds awful. Too bad. Get mad at me if you want to. Some folks need killing. It's time for somebody to say it. It's not a matter of vengeance. It's not a matter of being mean or spiteful. It's a matter of necessity.
Necessity. Killing. Yep. Gotta love that violent rhetoric from the left. Anyway, take a peek at... Oh yeah, and then here's his thoughts on... on women voting.
I would say to him if I was standing in front of him, I absolutely want to go back to the America where women couldn't vote.
Yep, I bet you do. And he has no shortage of endorsements from other conservatives that are running for re-election, so if you're in North Carolina, take note of who supports this guy. This is your Republican nominee for Labor Commissioner, Luke Farley, who, come on, I'm supposed to be able to read this? I could kind of make that out. We had a wonderful Sunday with the ladies of North Carolina Federation of Republican Women in Winston-Salem. At the prayer breakfast, I had the opportunity to ask for prayers for all of our Republican candidates. It was an honor to speak at the breakfast with Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, who shared an inspiring message about things that have been accomplished by courageous women, including his own mother. And man, oh man, did Mommy Robinson do a bang-up job with old Marky boy. Yeah, good job, Mama. So yeah, keep that in mind when you're voting for governor and labor commissioner, because they don't seem to be, of upstanding character. And other people that have endorsed them are your State Rep Jody Barrett. It was a pleasure to meet Lieutenant Governor Robinson. Well, I mean, okay, I'll play devil's advocate here. This is apparently just their first time meeting, so I guess there's no way for him to know that he's shaking hands with a colossal piece of shit. So I'll give him a pass, but Lori Buckhout, conservative running for North Carolina's 1st congressional district, she does know who he is. It was great to be part of a wonderful event with our next governor, Mark Robinson. And she's a real piece of work, too. But, I bet you can't guess who else endorses this guy. Take a guess. Any guesses? Yup, you guessed it.
He's been an unbelievable Lieutenant Governor, Mark Robinson. This is Martin Luther King on steroids, okay? Now, I told that to Mark. I said, I think you're better than Martin Luther King. I think you are Martin Luther King times 2.
Times 2. Martin Luther King times 2.
Mark Robinson, he's doing good. He's got his own race up. He's fantastic.
Thanks also to one of the great stars of the party, one of the great stars in politics, Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson.
One of the strongest and bravest new voices
in the Republican Party. He's been a great supporter of mine, and I'm a great supporter of his. Your incredible Lieutenant Governor, Mark Robinson. Mark? Stand up, Mark. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson of North Carolina and his wife, Mrs. Robinson. What a job you're doing. He's the hottest guy in politics.
Oh yeah, he's a real stud bumping there, Orange Man.
You're a very popular guy, Mark. Mark Robinson, he's out there, he's fighting. He's fighting. He's a great one. Thanks, Mark. Good luck, Mark. He'll win. Gotta win. He's gotta win.
He totally missed his arm there.
Gotta win. He's a good man.
I said to this man, and when he endorsed me, he gave a speech, and I said, "You are Dr. Martin Luther King on steroids. That's how good you are. You are unbelievable."
Does he think that steroids just make you fatter? I'm not sure what he thinks steroids do, but yeah, so that's who Trump considers a great guy. The guy that advocates for killing people and not allowing women to vote. That's Trump's main dude. And yeah, I'm sure at some point when he gets called out on it, he's gonna pull a Jesse Waters. Because earlier today, old Jesse decided to claim that he has no idea who Mark Robinson is, despite the fact that he literally interviewed him like 3 months ago.
In there, North Carolina, which is a big target for the Democrats. And we just found out an hour ago that the lieutenant governor there, Mark Robinson, who's running for governor,
Never heard of him.
who Donald Trump governor,
Never heard of him.
who governor,
Never heard of him.
who Don.
Never heard of him, huh? Well then, how do you explain this there, Jesse? Kinda seems like you've heard of him. But I'm sure that's exactly what Trump's gonna do when he gets called out on, you know, saying this guy's all great and whatnot. I mean, that's Trump's go-to thing, is whenever he's associated with somebody that's turns out to be a Nazi or just a total piece of shit, he's, oh, I've never heard of him, I don't know him. And, yeah, as you would probably expect, Marky Boy has no intentions of stepping down.
Hey guys, Lieutenant Governor Robinson and your Republican nominee for governor as well, of course. Well, guys, the news media is at it again. My opponent is at it again. You all have seen the half-truths and outright lies of Josh Stein on these ads over and over again. And now a story leaked by him to CNN is appearing now. Let me reassure you.
A leaked story. So, I mean, like, he's not denying that he said it. He's just saying, oh, it's not cool that you leaked the horrible shit I said earlier. Ah, okay, Marky.
The things that you will see in that story, those are not the words of Mark Robinson. You know my words, you know my character, and you know that I have been...
Yeah, we do know your words. Hey, can we get a playback? Let's rewind and see some of those words that Mark's all about.
I would say to him if I was standing in front of him, I absolutely want to go back to the America where women couldn't vote.
Get mad at me if you want to. Some folks need killing.
Yep, those are your words, Mark. We know your words. But yeah, so if you're in North Carolina, vote accordingly. Josh Stein's your guy. Okay? Just, for the love of God, do not let this guy become the governor of North Carolina. Come on. It should be a no-brainer.